Why is breathing 1 breath per minute so beneficial? In this video, we're going to talk about it. My name is Caputo. I help high performers gain access to the energy required to ball the fuck out in every aspect of life through breathing optimization and overall lifestyle optimization. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you guys the ins and outs of the 1 breath per minute breathwork that I teach in TCM. TCM stands for the Caputo method. It is a style of breathwork that I have created myself after working with thousands of clients over the span of a decade. I've personally been practicing this type of breathwork for 13 years, and you can click the link in the description to watch the video of my story of how I got into breathwork. So here's the deal. The way that you breathe affects the way that you feel, and it affects the way that your body is able to produce energy. So when you slow your breathing down to 1 breath per minute or even slower, what you're doing is you're training your body to get better at utilizing oxygen to produce energy. I'm going to explain that in a second. We all know that we breathe in oxygen and we exhale carbon dioxide, but how does that actually work? Once you breathe in oxygen into your lungs and into your blood, hemoglobin carries around oxygen to different areas of your body through your blood. Now, about 98% of the oxygen in your blood is bound to hemoglobin. And as long as it is bound to hemoglobin, it can only be transported and it cannot be utilized by the cells. Carbon dioxide is a molecule that displaces oxygen inside of hemoglobin. Basically what this means is carbon dioxide is the key to unlocking oxygen to release it from hemoglobin so that the cells and tissues can actually utilize it to produce energy. Once the oxygen gets into the cell, the mitochondria use oxygen and carbohydrates, sugars, to produce ATP, carbon dioxide, and water. ATP is the energy currency of the human body. CO2 is one of the most important molecules in all of biology. And the water that is created from the mitochondria during this process is actually responsible for the majority of the hydration in your body, and it makes up the majority of the soft tissue and fascia and connective tissue inside of the human body. I will definitely do more videos on that in the future, but in this video, we're going to just keep talking to what's relevant to the 1 breath per minute, which is the carbon dioxide. So the main takeaway here is your body uses oxygen to create carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide is commonly misunderstood as a waste product in the blood because it is a result of oxygen metabolism and energy production. That being said, there is what I call a feedback loop. So as you use oxygen, you actually need that CO2, like I explained in the beginning, to liberate new oxygen from hemoglobin so that your cells can use it to produce nitric oxide and energy in the first place. So it's a loop cycle. There's barely any carbon dioxide in the air that we breathe, and the only way for you to really get enough carbon dioxide is to produce it from oxygen metabolism. Now, additionally, O2, or oxygen, is not the driving force for the mechanical urge to breathe. When you get the urge to breathe, it's actually because carbon dioxide levels are high, not because oxygen is low. And when you hold your breath, what's happening is your body is using oxygen, your carbon dioxide levels are going up, and then when carbon dioxide levels go to your threshold, to the line, then you get the urge to breathe, you exhale, you let go of the CO2. Now, the benefit of the 1 breath per minute sessions is that you're training your CO2 tolerance so that you can have a higher CO2 threshold. What this means is it'll take longer for you to get the urge to breathe every breath the more that you train 1 breath per minute or train towards 1 breath per minute. So basically what happens is you're training your body by slowing down your breathing enough where that carbon dioxide level goes higher than you're used to, goes higher than that threshold. You get the mechanical urge to breathe and you resist it and you push past it. Not enough to the point where you're getting oxygen deprived or that you're really damaging your body in any sort of way possible. All you're doing is pushing that threshold just enough for adaptation to take place, for your body to adapt and get used to it so that your CO2 threshold goes up. And what happens when your CO2 threshold goes up and your body can tolerate more CO2 in the blood, you can now liberate more oxygen from hemoglobin and utilize more oxygen to produce energy at any given time, especially during strenuous exercise or any kind of strenuous activity. This allows you to remain calm, poised, collected, and focused, totally fucking locked in seriously stressful scenarios. This allows you to come up clutch and perform in big times. This can make the difference to make you way more money, to make you way better at your sport of choice, or to make your vision way more clear so you know the path to what you need to pursue. Let me know in the comments if you think that there's anything in life that is more useful than being able to access more oxygen at any given time. Now, not only do you have more access to oxygen in the moment when you're actually doing the sessions, but you're training your CO2 threshold to be higher in general in the long term, which also allows you to keep your breath slower during strenuous activity. And the benefit of this is that you can keep your CO2 levels higher while you're doing activities so that you have more access to oxygen during any kind of strenuous stuff. And this can give you a serious advantage over your competition in anything that you do because most people don't know how to access this level of oxygen and don't have this much access to energy in their brains. You can be faster, smoother, smarter, and more focused, more dialed in than any of your competition if you can master this technique. And if you want to learn it directly from me, I'll get you to 1 breath per minute in less than a week in the Breath Bosses community. Click the link in the description to join. I do live classes every single week, and newcomers to the community are always hitting 1 breath per per minute. Now, to be honest, getting to 1 breath per minute isn't even really that hard. It's not even really all that. Once you get to 1 breath per minute, you're really at the starting line now, and you're ready for the real breath work that I use with my clients to really max out their potential in every regard. 1 breath per minute is basically the prerequisite to be able to do everything that you really need to do to seriously lock in. Now, if you can imagine that there's possibly more benefits than I've already described, there are. So let me tell you about them. The next major benefit is the mental benefit. Not only do you literally have more access to oxygen in your brain, but you're also training your mind to remain calm under chaotic, stressful situations. There is nothing more chaotic to the human body than the urge to breathe. You can go months without food, you can go weeks without water, but you can only go minutes without breathing. And this speaks to the primary importance, the fundamental necessity of what breathing is. And if you can resist this urge and fight the chaos that is happening internally while you are holding your breath, you will be able to fight the urge to do literally anything, and you will be able to remain calm and poised despite anything that life throws at you. The top performers in every industry in the entire world are able to perform at a high level despite insane amounts of stress and deliver results regardless. You need to be able to think clearly and act clearly despite insane amounts of stress if you want to be the best. And this technique helps you to do just that. Now, when I say 1 breath per minute, what exactly am I even referring to? So 1 breath is the combination of your exhale hold, your inhale, and your inhale hold. That all constitutes 1 breath. So you can see how this really actually isn't even that bad. 15-second exhale, 15-second exhale hold, 15-second inhale, 15-second inhale hold. That would be 1 breath per minute. Now, there are lots of ways to split it up, and you don't have to split it up in a box breathing style like that. You can do more inhale holds in the beginning as you're getting used to it. You can advance to be doing more and more exhale holds and less inhale holds and less time of the actual breathing as you get more advanced to really push your CO2 threshold to the next level. The exhale holds are absolutely harder than the inhale holds, but they are also where you make the most progress the fastest. There are also lots of tricks and techniques that I teach inside of the community to help people really progress and get to 1 breath per minute as fast as possible, so they can then start adding all of the different techniques, all of the different progressions to the 1 breath per minute practice to make it more challenging and to add a lot more technique and rhythm and fun and flow to the session so that they can really sustain this practice long term. If this is something you're interested in and you want to work with me more closely, you can join the Breath Bosses community in the description below, or you can click the link immediately below that and book a one-on-one call with me to see what working with me one-on-one or more personally would look like for you. That's it for this video, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell for notifications when I post more videos, and close your fucking mouth and breathe through your nose every fucking day. That's it, guys. Peace.